2022, we had a lot of fatalities here. People getting run over on motorcycles. And what do they say? I didn't see them. I know everybody's faced that right there, but just because you run over somebody, especially one of us that's got the passion for the bike, not seeing, I didn't see him, is not an acceptable excuse.
I had no earthly idea what I was getting myself into, but being formally invited to the Gulf Coast HOG rally, I had to go see for myself. This ride would be a short one west of Interstate 10 on this beautiful morning, with only a little over 4 hours in the saddle to get to my destination. But something would throw me off extremely early. The cold snap harder than a blues singer getting ready for a set, and the drops of rain would soon find me on their radar once again. It would be just a few short miles before I was pelted with H2O, but I would be playing hide and seek as the storms would bounce around me. Even though it would be somewhat short-lived, I wouldn't take any more chances without my rain gear on the rest of this ride. And so I beat the Baton Rouge, Louisiana traffic, and I took an early stop to suit up before heading to Texas.
It's the inevitable. The rain is coming, so I might as well go ahead and gear up now. I don't understand. Can I get one solid day without rain? Just one. That's all I'm asking. Just one.
Leaving from my first gas stop, I was ready for what would eventually come my way. I had checked the radar, and although brief, the storms would hit me head on like two rams in the wild. The sunlight that once covered the sky became smothered by dark clouds, casting a dark shadow over the highway. And I quickly passed through the many cities that dotted the interstate, and the weather stayed pretty cool along the way as well, sending chill bumps along my arms. And that moisture, mixed with the cool breeze, felt like I had the AC turned up just a bit too much. Lake Charles, Louisiana would be my last landmark city I would pass, and once I crossed over that bridge, I knew my ride was over for the day.
Some people who already made it. Unfortunately, I was not ready. So, actually got these clothes.
While trying to get my room situated, I headed over to the dealership where I would go on my very first HOG ride.
They want to take you on a ride.
Okay.
Yeah, right there.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, let me get myself together.
Okay, and what is something special about this ride that people may not know about?
We're going to hit some curvy back roads and ride through the piney woods of Texas. Should be a nice, relaxing ride once we get going.
All right. We made our way, the small group and I, through the city and eventually found our way through the Texas back roads. The two-lane highways were lined with lush forests, farmland, and much more. And we would cruise until we made it to our first stop of the day, which would be on the Alabama-Coshada Indian Reservation. We took a quick break to stretch our legs and take in the scenery that was out there before us.
Which Indian tribe is this?
Naskilla.
Nas-
Naskilla.
Naskilla.
Naskilla. But it's Alabama Coshada tribe or Naskilla Reservation or casino.
Gotcha. Look at this, y'all. Nah. You can see this land. This is Indian Reservation, and there's a lake right here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lake. And I didn't bring my phone. Beautiful lake. Get up here so y'all can see. I can just imagine the people. Look at the teepee over there in the distance. There's a teepee right there. But just to be able to get and jump in the water on a nice cool day, that's cool. And the teepees over there. Benefits of riding with your local HOG chapter or coming to a HOG rally so you can see the different rides in different areas. So this is definitely cool, and I'm anxious to see the rest of the rides we have going on. So I'm gonna get back with the rest of the crew before they leave me out here in these woods. Leaving the reservation, we snaked our way back through the forest into the dealership where we would end our ride for the day. And oh my goodness, it was such a beautiful one. I gotta get my my Ride for Heroes challenge check in. You see it right here. Let me go ahead and get checked in. Today I was hesitant to ride because of the threat of rain in the area, but I used that time to talk to some amazing individuals.
So, quick question. If you could describe in one word a HOG rally, what would the one word that come to mind when somebody mentions HOG rally?
Terrific.
Gotcha.
I was the rally director in 2013. We had it in Houma, Louisiana. In 1969, and went to, I had my muscle car. I had a GTO and a 442 at the same time. Then I met a beautiful woman 55 years ago. And got off of that, grew up, to raise kids.
Yeah.
She surprised me that I wanted the bike back again.
That's a beautiful thing.
The love continued to flow in the area, and I also continued my interview.
You guys been in HOG or part of HOG?
Say what?
How long you been part of HOG?
I think me since 94.
Since 94?
I've been riding since I'm 50 when I'm 70.
And what can anybody expect to do or see when they come to a HOG rally? Because this is my first HOG rally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ride and see the sights and meet
Good
people.
The bikes that came into the dealership lined up and signed up for multiple rides in the area. And the staff was very helpful in pointing the riders to the areas that they needed to be in.
So introduce yourself to everybody.
So my name's Angel Tapia from Fresno, California. Took me about 3.5 days to get here to Beaumont. I've been with HOG now since 2011. I've been a director, I've been an assistant director, road captain, safety officer, and currently I'm the ROC instructor for the HOG.
Okay, good deal. So if, for anyone who doesn't know what a HOG rally is like, if you could describe it in one word, what would that word be?
It's phenomenally fun. It's a great time. Everybody's going to have a good time when they come to these rallies. So, how long have you been with HOG?
Oh my gosh. Started riding as an older woman. So probably 10 years.
Okay.
10 years.
And if you could describe in one word what a HOG rally is, what would it?
Community.
Community.
It's our group. We really do. Everybody's, it's like family out there. All the chapters, we all talk. Strangers, people take care of each other.
Right.
They just do. That's a great community.
As I continued to walk around and take it all in, I didn't feel like a photographer nor a creator. I just felt like someone who was where he was supposed to be. I honestly didn't know what to expect, but was overwhelmed with how friendly and cool everyone was. And getting a chance to just talk and listen to everyone's stories just made my day.
We're a team.
Your team.
Yeah. It takes teamwork to ride like we do.
So I've been a HOG member since 1983 when it first started. It's been a great ride. It's all what you make it.
Right.
take advantage of all the good stuff going on. You meet a lot of great people. We've had a lot of great rides across the country with hog rallies. It's all been good. And we are a team.
That's for sure.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, we became a team in 1990. So 35 years.
That is awesome. That is
And
awesome.
it has been an awesome ride. We have seen this every state except for 2. And it's just a beautiful country. Get out and ride.
Get out and
Enjoy it
ride.
while you can.
Okay, one last question. If you could describe what a hog rally is in one word, what would it be?
Hog rally in one word is exciting.
Excited.
Oh gosh. In one word?
One word. I give you 2. I'll give you 3.
Oh my gosh. Okay, it is awesome fellowship.
There you go.
Okay.
Awesome rally. Or just in general, you could just speak on like what it's like to come to a hog rally.
Well, it's like coming home.
Mm.
Yeah. You meet people you haven't, and you become friends. You remember people you've seen before, and you see them again, and you remember.
We're still riding with people we met 20 years ago at hog rally.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Still friends with them.
That is so cool. So I'm my 3rd year in, and I've been riding. I just crossed 100,000 miles, and I see, look at this, y'all, 800,000 hog miles. That's some serious miles. So I just want to salute you guys. 1, riding together, because that's a beautiful thing, and 2, getting a chance to see our beautiful country on tour is something that I continuously aim to do. So if you can share with everybody one tip to the longevity of riding together, what would it be?
Always respect the other person. I don't like to stop a lot, but when she says she's ready to stop, stop.
Gods.
I knew it was bound to happen. The weather shifted in our direction, and those who had gone out riding early had got caught in the rain. Everyone came back suited and booted like a formal event, but as we all know, it's not if, but when we'll all get caught in it.
Today is the big day. The 500 for life ride. So I'm getting myself together to go check it out. Head over early because it's supposed to be an early ride. And we're gonna see.
Good morning, good people. We are getting ready to take the 500 for life ride, highlighting motorcycle safety, motorcycle awareness, put on by Cowboy chapter of HOG right here in Beaumont at Teddy Morse's Cowboy Harley Davidson. So we're staging, we're getting ready to pull out in a little bit. Bikes are still coming in, so you'll see us on the ride just a bit. This day will be filled with amazing riding and riding for a purpose. The 500 for life, a ride highlighting motorcycle awareness, would be the ride for the weekend. And then I will take a local ride down to Fort Travis.
How's everybody doing this morning?
All right.
Can y'all hear me?
Speak loud, baby.
Speak louder.
Loud and proud.
Well, it's the 4th annual 500 for life ride. Looks like we're going to have the beautiful skies today here in Southeast Texas. We're going to make the ride. We're going to come on back here, kick off a rally festivities. We're going to have a good day here in Beaumont. We've got a lot of good rides planned for today that we did yesterday. But this ride here this morning on the 500 motorcycle safety. Motorcycle safety. May is Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month. That's what we got to do, and that's what we want to do as far as riding in solidarity. It's all clubs, all affiliations, all. Each one of the HOG chapters. This was started by HOG here in Beaumont, Texas. Van Jordan, myself, and one other guy. We sat down and sprayed stuff. This was 2022. We had a lot of fatalities here. People getting run over on motorcycles. And what did they say? I didn't see them. I know everybody's faced that right there, but just because you run over somebody, especially one of us that's got the passion for the bike, not seeing, I didn't see him, is not an acceptable excuse. The 500 for Life ride was formed for that reason, to raise awareness between, bridge that gap between us, the motorcyclists, and the motorists on the other side of it. Look twice, save a life. Make yourself visible on the motorcycle. Make yourself known. You know, you're coming up there on the intersection right there, 9 times out of 10 is somebody turning left that's going to take us out. Wear your PPE, helmets, gloves, vests. We got to protect ourselves and our community, because each one of us has got somebody at home waiting on us right here.
If you describe in one word, what does it feel like to be a HOG member? What would that one word be?
Family.
Family. Gotcha. Family. After coming back from the first ride, I would hope and pray that the sun would come out and shine over us on our next ride down to Fort Travis. And it definitely did. We had a large group with us on this ride, and that sun was just smiling down on us as we cruised south to Fort Travis. We eventually made our way out of the city, running into a bit of traffic here and there, and the line of bikes stretched out as far as my eyes could see. We would cross over the many hills and through the pastures that was on the route. There were a few tall bridges that rose up high into the air, giving us a view of the surrounding areas. The Fort Travis run is a scenic 170-mile coastal ride. We cruised along the shoreline to the very beautiful beaches of Port Bolivar. The ride had plenty of ocean views, and the salt water from the ocean provided a refreshing touch to our skin. Fort Travis was important due to its strategic location at the entrance to the Galveston Bay, commanding the harbor and its approaches. It was a key coastal defense site during World War I and World War II, protecting the port of Galveston and the shipping channel to Houston, which was crucial for shipping goods to the Gulf and to Europe. After walking around and taking pictures, we would mount back up and ride just a short ways away to the beach, where the group would take a few pictures and fellowship for a while. I know one thing's for sure. If all HOG rides are like this, then I definitely cannot wait to the next one. We made a stop for gas, and then we took our time back to Beaumont for the closing ceremony for the weekend.
So what does that mean? When I call this out, I want you to breathe from the bottom of your diaphragm, and I want you to go. You're gonna go, I'm gonna say 9, and you guys go, yay! Then I'm gonna say 2, so if you don't got a 2, you won't say yay. But if you got a 2, you're supposed to say yay. Does everybody understand how this works? Yeah. We came here to the Gulf Coast Rally to do what? Everything else is extra. Go ride your bike. Now, when you got people that walk around and they all lose up and they mad and they angry, you know what that tells me? They ain't riding their bike.
Red ticket.
Drum roll, please. Last 4 digits. 5. 6. Woo! 4. 5640.
The closing ceremony provided an opportunity for participants to win a few things from money and prizes and even a custom buck knife. Overall, it was a very dope experience.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Time to head back home. It's a good ride. Met some awesome people. It's indescribable. The experience. I can't wait to do another one. Do the next one. Peace.
Sunday morning. Such a sweet and beautiful morning to head back home. And I wasn't in any type of rush. So I just locked in the cruise control and rumbled back down I-10. I had a couple of hours to reflect, and then I started to think. You know, I've been a HOG member for 3 years, but I had never thought about going to a HOG rally. Mainly because I had no idea what it was about, and I was busy doing my own riding. But now, I know. You see, HOG rallies are centered around riding. The local chapter set up predetermined routes for you to go out on and ride. And most of them are escorted rides, but you can go alone if you choose to. And these rides are meant to simply show off the area, often going to or through some very cool places. And seeing cool stuff is right up my alley and something that I'm always seeking to do. And to be around like-minded people truly brought me so much joy. And it's truly a family atmosphere. You gotta understand that some of these riders have been in HOG for over 30 years. And speaking of family, when I'm on the highway, I always send my location to my close friends and loved ones. And as I passed up a few riders along the highway, I looked into my rear view and saw a headlight rapidly approaching me. I got nervous for a second, and then when I saw my boy Smoke, I cracked a smile as wide as the Grand Canyon. I was definitely not expecting this, but it was definitely welcome. And so we continued east, and I had a pretty smooth ride right up until we hit that dreaded Baton Rouge traffic. But it would clear up quicker than a headache after taking a BC powder. But all in all, I had an awesome time. We rode all over, we ate, we laughed, we took pictures, we rode some more, and we loved on each other. And did I mention that we rode? Seriously, if you're looking for an opportunity to get out and ride with some really great people, consider joining your local HOG chapter. I promise you won't regret it. There's so much out here for each and every one of us to see and do. So never forget to take advantage of the time to do it while we have our health and strength to do so. And this is your man, GQ, the leader of the Peace Army, telling you guys to be safe, be cool, and most importantly, be you, and peace out until we meet again. And go and do me a favor, like and subscribe to the channel, and visit www.peacearmyworldwide.com, and I'll see y'all out on the road again. Peace.